morning. It's early. It's Saturday. It's a little before 7. I'm gonna make a quick video about man, I'm like out of breath. These last 2 weeks have been quite the struggle. It's been hard. Like no upside in this, no dopamine hits, only struggle. You know, the risk versus reward scale has certainly bottomed out on the risk side, and it would appear that punishment is now is coming over the scale in waves, or what feels like punishment. You know, it is stuff that, you know, there are things that I did. You know, there's that saying that intent is 90% of the law. And I wish that were true, because if that were true, I would not be facing these things. Because my intent is never to hurt anybody, you know, never to create a problem for somebody. You know, I'm not going to stand here and act like I don't get paid to do work for people, even if they opt to not permit it. You know, I mean, as a contractor, am I responsible to get permits and refuse every job that somebody doesn't want to do permits on? I mean, I guess, you know, and maybe that's the lesson that I'm supposed to learn in this. You know, people ask me to do stuff, and you know, I usually try to give them the pros and cons of it and what the potential downside would be. I mean, I never blindly walk them through it and be like, everything's going to be good, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's wild the way that, you know, when it rains, it pours. It's pouring on me right now, you know. It'd be easy if not for my why. Thank God I just have this why in me. And my why is my family. My why is my wife and my children and my granddaughters. You know, my sense of responsibility, and I've got to provide a good life for them, and a life that's not disrupted, right? Like, I got to deal with whatever it is I have to deal with, of course, but it should not impact them. My role, my job, my duty is to protect them. I'm a fierce protector of my family. And this can't affect them. This cannot affect their life. This cannot affect their lifestyle. I mean, it subtly affects them because of my mood, you know, because of my my quietness, because I'm fighting a war in my head right now, and this war is on many fronts. And, you know, like I said, there's certainly going to be some consequences to decisions that I made in the past and jobs that I did. It's a battle, but I'm going to fight it. And my why is the thing that's going to push me. It's going to protect me. It's going to protect my family. It's going to protect my wife, my kids, and my granddaughters. And I'm going to do whatever I got to do. You know, if I got to step back and get 2 jobs or 3 jobs to make sure that their lifestyle and their life is unaffected, so that they can continue to do the activities and the things that are good for them and their development and what they need to do, then that's what I do. I'm never going to surrender, you know. It'd be easy to give up right now if not for my why. But, you know, I feel like I'm in the middle of a storm, and the storm is chaotic, and it's just, the wind is blowing and howling, and the rain is freezing, and the rain is washing over me, and the floodwaters are rising, and it's a struggle. And then I sit back, and I wake up this morning at like 4:45, and I get out of bed and I shave my head. You know, I always shave my head, but I shave my head because the thing I know is that subtle change in me, that being able to look at myself in the mirror, makes me feel better. It uplifts me, you know. I then put on a t-shirt, an inspirational t-shirt, a motivating factor for me, you know. Says on the back of the t-shirt, take the risk or lose the chance. I fucking live by that, you know. And I've taken risks, you know. I take the risks because I know that those moments are fleeting, and that chance won't be there. Again, that's why I've been making these videos. So today's just another day, and whatever I'm faced with, whatever opportunities come, I'm gonna weigh the risk versus reward. But know that I'm gonna take the risk. You know, I'm gonna take the risk, and I'll deal with the negative impacts of it, you know, later, if any. Hey man, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's really good, this risk versus reward, you know. Right now, it's the ebbs and flows of business. Is right now I'm just facing, you know, a bunch of negatives. But I'm gonna see my way out of this. I'm gonna get through it. You know, Monday's a big day for some shit that I gotta deal with. I'm going to meet a client right now. Well, in a little while, I'm gonna go meet a client. You know, we're doing a big job for them, and I mean, it was a risk. The plans were very very dramatic. It required a lot of additional work to be demoed in their job, which they didn't expect, and you know, they were certainly upset by it. So there's another, you know, there's another hill that I got to climb right there, because, you know, they're a little upset with the fact that we had to tear apart a lot of the existing house for various reasons. You know, that's again that risk versus reward. I took the job. I reviewed the plans, and I know what's involved, and we're going to execute the plan flawlessly and put the house back together. You'll never know we were there in the end, except there'll be a new second floor. But yeah, like, that's just the way it goes, you know. Like I said, I'm in a storm right now. I feel like I'm in a storm, and the waves are crashing, and the rain is coming down, and it's cold outside, and the wind is howling. And then I realize I am the fucking storm. That's it. Thanks for your time. God bless.